This is a very special day in a manner of speaking, because what we have today here is a discussion among four eminent Gandhians. Not merely Gandhians in that sense, but persons who have been in charge of Gandhian institutions for decades and who have for almost their entire lives tried to protect, preserve, maintain the memory of Gandhi and to actually do justice to him in terms of disseminating that memory to the public at large. They have faced various travails, they have faced a lot of problems which, if one were to speak to them personally, you would be able to learn the problem of time, how time has changed from the time that Gandhi was alive to our own times, and the changes that have been brought along with that time. Probably they are the best recorders of that changing time. Let me just introduce them to you one by one. Mr. Ramchandra Rahi is the chairman of Gandhi Smarak Nidhi, Central Delhi. He is an eminent Gandhian, a thinker and intellectual among Gandhians. He was a disciple of Vinoba Bhave, and in various capacities as well as in his discourses, he has tried to enunciate the ideals of Gandhi in terms of their relevance for today, especially for younger people. I was watching a video the other day by the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation where he was actually providing a kind of larger overview of Gandhian thought in order to help youngsters to understand Gandhi better and in the process also understand the nation, the way in which the nation has been formed. With all our hearts, we welcome you, Rahi Sahib. We have Raha Nabha Kumar from Bangladesh, and he requires a special applause from your side because it's a great privilege on our part to actually have him here, because he's in charge of the Gandhi Ashram Trust, also known as Ambika Kaliganga Charitable Trust, a philanthropic and development organization working in Noakhali since 1946, from the time that Gandhi was there, and effectively prevented a further carnage taking place there, and inspired by Gandhian philosophy of rural development. This institution is one with a difference in the sense that they focus more on Gandhi's ideas of rural development, his idea that the village should be the center, the primary unit of development, and focused more on the way in which water supply, different forms of rural development, etc., can be provided to people at large based on the principles of Gandhi. The trust was originally formed in 1946. After that, during the time of Pakistani rule, the trust was effectively disbanded, and later on, when Bangladesh was formed, the trust was reformed again and has continued to work at the grassroots level till today. With great pleasure, let me welcome Kumar Sahib. We also have Ms. Papri Sarcar, Secretary of the Purba Kolkata Gandhi Smarak Samiti in Kolkata. Now, there are two organizations in Kolkata which is actually dedicated to the preservation of Gandhi's ideals. And what is most interesting about them is both are connected, and the Purba Kolkata Gandhi Smarak Samiti is just adjacent to Haidari Manzil, now known as Gandhi Bhavan. They are in charge of that, where Gandhi spent the days during the time of independence Actually, on the day of India's independence, Gandhi was staying there. And shortly after, when violence broke out, Gandhi engaged in his fast at this house, which was later turned into a monument as a memorial for him in terms of Gandhi Bhavan. Now, what is interesting about this, the work of the Purba Kolkata Gandhi Smarak Samiti, is that they have been trying really hard to actually, in a time when Gandhi is being gradually forgotten, they have been trying extremely hard to maintain that through their negotiations with the West Bengal government, and to actually ensure that the memory of Gandhi continues. We also have Mr. Alagan Annamalai, the director of the National Gandhi Museum of Delhi. Mr. Annamalai is a life dedicated to Gandhi and the principles of nonviolence. He has served in various capacities. His entire life has been in connection with Gandhi's work. He has served at the Central Gandhi Smarak Nidhi, at the Gandhi Study Center in Chennai, the Gandhi Memorial Museum in Madurai. He has been the treasurer of the Thakar Bapa Vidyalaya Samiti, which was founded by Mahatma Gandhi himself, and the Magan Sangralaya of Wardha. He is currently an ambassador of peace and disarmament from harmony and non-violence, and the GHA International Jubilee Gandhi Committee honorary co-chair. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of everyone here. Now, just a forward to the discussion today, and this is also to the esteemed members of the discussion. This exhibition has been an attempt to retrace the steps of Gandhi in his final days, the 16,000 kilometers that he traversed during his last days from Noakhali, Kalikata, Delhi, Bihar, and the fasts that he undertook in order to maintain communal harmony. In one sense, it is a going back into the past. It is an attempt to retrieve history, to retrace that history which a lot of us do not know. But at the same time, the exhibition is also an attempt to retrieve Gandhi for the present. To ask ourselves the question, the exhibition poses this question to everyone who goes there. What is Gandhi to us today? How can we resort to Gandhi, refer to Gandhi in order to save ourselves? In a sense, this becomes so crucial, especially because we're living in a time when the threats that Gandhi faced with regards to communal disharmony, the kind of violence that Gandhi tried to prevent, are all in the offing in contemporary India. And especially where there is a state that is actively involved in the representation. And where, unfortunately, either furtively or very evidently, there have been clear attempts to forget Gandhi or even to erase the memory of Gandhi. I'm reminded also of the repeated reenactments of Gandhi's assassination, and which has been applauded by certain sections of the population whose political ideologies I need not enunciate here further. So today, just as a pointer, of course, all of you being very experienced people, there is no need for a pointer for any of you. But in terms of this exhibition, a few questions that came to everyone's mind. I'm just posing that so that we can actually channel this discussion into a more focused kind of thing. As Gandhians and as people in charge of very reputed institutions in Gandhi's name, one question that would invariably come up, and has come up, I'm sure, in your experience, how has the perception of Gandhi changed in these years? Among the public, with the state, with officialdom. I still remember in my youth listening to Gandhi Mark on AIR, All India Radio. And in those times, it was a regular thing which probably I did not attach much importance to. I'm not sure whether AAR is actually doing that today too. But that kind of a presence that Gandhi had in our daily lives, that seems to have receded. And how do the public, how do people in power perceive him? That is one question that can be addressed. And as people who are responsible for the preservation of the memory of Gandhi, in terms of his work, in terms of his artifacts, in terms of his thoughts, his books, etc., how do you approach this in terms of your individual institutions? Because each institution will have its own particular inclination. How do you approach this? And what kind of hurdles or difficulties have you actually faced in recent years with this effort? And the third question, which is a formal question, how can we retrieve Gandhi today? In a time when we are facing a situation where there is a growing potential of communal violence that could very well be much worse than what Gandhi faced. The fault lines that Gandhi tried to, shall we say, surmount or bring together, those fault lines are becoming much, much more evident, much, much more threatening today. How can we refer to Gandhi to save us? That's the ultimate question. That's a real question. I shall not take any more time. Let me hand the mic over to Rahi Saab so that he can start the discussion.
Respected friends, sisters and brothers, I feel pleasure to be here in Kerala with intellectuals. Our moderator described me so much. I am only a simple worker, Gandhian worker, trying from my very beginning life to know the depth of Mahatma Gandhi, his life and mission. This occasion starts from 30th January, your exhibition process. I remember when I visited Gandhi Ashram Museum in 58, and saw the bullet. One bullet was there, one of 3 bullets. Through that bullet, he was assassinated. At that time, an adolescence war disturbed very much for a week. Why such a great people will be assassinated with a cruel approach when he was going for the prayer? Friends, now I realize, I think, on 30th January 1948, a war of civilization started. A war of civilization between moral force and brute force. Gandhi's life started with the struggle at every stage. When he was thrown out from the rail coach of first class, the whole night he was at the station in severing cold. There are three questions before him. I should ignore it, and next day I should purchase a new ticket, and go to court where I have to plead some cases. But he thought, why this brutal handling with the black people? Should I face it? Should I fight it, or should I avoid it? Ultimately, he decided, no, I will fight it. But where is the strength to fight it? Where is the force to fight with? They have power, political power, financial power, legal power, all powers in their hands. How can I fight it? And in that search, he found that there is another power in our cells, that is moral power. And he started experiment with moral power. The important point to generate moral power is that he involved people, common people, for this strength, for this power. Though there were several intellectuals, married people with him, but they come after some time. But the march in Africa, South Africa, with the common people, poor people, laborers. What is the reason? He also started Salt March, Champaran Satyagraha. The very foundation of his strategy was to involve common man, to generate power from the same senses of the common people. For this, he has to fight with himself. There was no duality in his life. This is why he had the courage to say that my life is my message. To generate people's power, he always put him on test. So the first point, what I said, that the war between two civilizations. One that is established from centuries, the political power, money power, and also I have courage to say that the so-called religious power. These powers based on temptation of Swarga, heaven, and fear of Narak, hell. So he, who was not a saint of that type of saints, he went to the people. When he came to India from Africa, he tried to understand the situation, the mentality, the condition of the masses. And then he started his Satyagraha movement for freedom, organizing the masses, the people. Not he wanted to achieve Swaraj with the elite class. When he started his freedom struggle according to his own concept, that time the political elite's thinking was that when British Raj will come to an end, we will govern the nation. If Gandhi has not involved lakhs and crores of masses of this country to fight against Britishers with simple technology, we have, I can frankly say, we have not got a democracy after freedom based on adult franchise. The involvement of masses had created so much people's power and proved it that what is the people's power. Why Gandhi was assassinated? Because the elite class, by caste, by wisdom, by money power, they thought that Gandhi is deviating the mood of a whole nation. If he will be alive, continue his struggle, it will be difficult for us to achieve our goal. Why I am saying the war between brute force and moral force? He realized in his Hind Swaraj, if you go through details and points raised in Hind Swaraj, he said that this development, this power structure are anti-people. We have to generate people's power to replace the powers with sanction of military, police, dominated by, with the support of law also. Then the content of his strategy, of his struggle, generated the conscience of the common man. He analyzed why we become slaves of the British Raj. He pointed out the cause of delivery in economic field, in the weakness of our society, ourselves, the caste differences, and to generate moral power, he started movements like untouchability. Is against a movement against one untouchability. This was the weakness. The movement for communal harmony. Now you see at this present stage, the present people or party or ideology in power, they create, they provocate the weaknesses of our life, untouchability and communal differences and all this. Their practice is like this. To generate fear, to generate hatred for these things are the sign of brutal force. Now, why the fear of Gandhi? Once we met a Jain Muni, Jain Sadhu, a high level preacher of Jainism. That time was 2002, when election of Gujarat assembly was going on. They met and requested the Jain Muni, why in your lectures you are not denying the violence, the hatred, other communities. His reply was, friends, I will not speak on this point, but my request and warning is that you should be aware there are three enemies of these people, three aims. What three aims? Mahatma Gandhi, Muslims and Marxists. These are the enemies of the country in their analysis. So, you have to face their aggression. And we are facing. Ideologically, they are not able to challenge. But their strategy to aggravate hatred, fear, and through financial power, economic power, corporate power, they wanted to capture the whole society. We depend upon, our democracy is depending on voters. Our concept is that voters are the creators of political power. But what they have done? Now, voters are beggars. They try to ruin the confidence of people. This is the point where I say that the struggle between brute force and moral force is going on. It is not so expressive, but its undercurrent in the whole world you can see. One side is which leads by Donald Trump. I will capture, I will acquire, I will dominate. And also the same tendency, same attitude of our Prime Minister. I will dominate, I will mock, I will create fear, and also I will show this is dharma. And you should, if you want to have a good life after this life, you should follow what we are doing. This is Prayagraj and all these things. Now, I should finish it because 10 minutes upon note. What is the role or responsibility of ours? After independence, Gandhi has suggested or written a document that was completed on 29th January 1948, the last will and testament. He has written that though we have got freedom, political freedom, but in future we have to fight for the supremacy of people, of Loktantra, against military power. Military power means violence power, violent power. What we missed after freedom in general, that we thought we are the rulers. People's contribution should be to follow the Rajadharma, state direction. The situation at present is very critical. We are facing a challenging situation for our democracy, for our society. They are trying to corrupt ourselves. So, if we are Gandhian, or we think that Gandhi has shown the way, the one responsibility, important and prominent responsibility of ours is go to the people, tell the truth. Though we know that speaking truth has become difficult, dangerous in a democracy. But Gandhi has faced how much dangerous situations, and then he became so much popular that even after assassination up till now, they feared from Gandhi. Always from out of India, they will say, compelled to say that I am from Gandhian country, Gandhian India. And here, always they try to confuse about Gandhi, to degrade the contribution of Gandhi. They deviate the intention of masses. Their strategy is based on violence, hatred. Gandhi's working strategy was and is truth and non-violence. Going throughout the world situation, we should think about it. Is it possible to be a truthful, non-violent society? This question is not for discussion only. This question hints that the whole existence of the earth, human being, is based on this question. We have to forward. We have to keep this culture of society, violent culture. We have to replace the foundation of society on truth and violence. Gandhi was not a pracharak. Gandhi was a sadhak. He was committed for his values. If he said that truth and non-violence is the moral force, he showed it. If we thought and say to the people, we have to change the foundation of violence and create a foundation of non-violence. We have to, in our action, in our activities, in our thinking process, we should try to proceed in that direction. Someone may say that, wow, it is possible. It is possible if we realize that our existence will destroy, the earth will destroy with this direction of development, this violent-based culture. Every day a new Trump will come, a new Modi will come, and we will have to live in a suppression. So friends, Gandhi was popular because he lived his life and the values he told about to the people. That time, no mobile, no communication system like this. He used to publish magazines with hand printing process. But he is so popular that today also the political power, state power of our country is trying to deviate. The Gandhi was not the topmost freedom fighter. There were so many others, and they will mention the people who were struggle for freedom but with violent strategies. So, if we want to propagate Gandhian ideology, we have to take simple questions of the masses and try to resolve with non-violent methods. Kerala is a state of intellectuals. Most literate people are in the Kerala. The first elected government of Marxists established in the leadership of Namodari Par. It was the first elected government of Marxists in the world. I am mentioning it to pay tribute the thoughtful leaders of Kerala. The challenge before us is that we should forget the differences between Gandhi and Marx. We should try to generate what is good for a new society, for a new nation, for a new world in Gandhism, Marxism. Because the Marx inspiration was Karuna. His thinking was based on the people of the masses. And this was also the basis of Gandhian thinking, Gandhian experiments. So friends, I hope this exhibition program will continue in future and it will create a discussion, a generated discussion, how we will be able to generate a new democratic society, not only state but society. If the state will be violent, based on hatred, how can we create a democratic, non-violent society? So to educate the people, to tell the truth to the people, and to organize minus differences with same thinking in every ideology. This is my request, and I hope in the leadership of this young man we will proceed towards the basic thinking of Gandhi, basic direction given by Gandhi. If you go in detail, you will find out he given a new direction in economic system, financial system, cultural system, and relationship between man to man. I am grateful to all of you. You have listened me. I know my English is poor. I have made so many mistakes. Excuse me for that, because when I was studying, that time was of Dr. Lohia's time. So we have not given priority to English study. But you listen my broken English with patience. For that, I thank you all, and may give me pardon. Thank you all.
Thank you, Rahi Sahib. That was, I really don't understand why you apologize for your English. It was completely, totally, absolutely intelligible. And more probably because it was not the words, but the thoughts that counted. We thank you for that. Just wanted to add, there was a very interesting turn of phrase that Rahi Sahib used. The phrase clash of civilizations, which we are conversant with, used by, George Bush. And the famous historian who presented this kind of, Huntington, who presented this idea as a kind of conflict between the West and the non-West. It's very interesting that Rahi Saab has inverted that and placed that as a war of civilization, and where the conflict is between brute force and moral force. And it's also extremely interesting that, or not interesting, it's very crucial that what Rahi Saab is primarily telling us is that the Gandhian way is not just an option, it's the only option. Otherwise, total, complete disaster is what awaits us. And the likes of Trump and Modi, as he says, will definitely take us closer and closer into the lurch. Thank you, Rahi Saab. Thank you very much. May I invite Kumar Saab now for his words. And we are all looking forward to that with great interest. Not just because he is from Bangladesh, no, but because they have attempted a very different interpretation of Gandhi, a different, shall I say, practical way of actually realizing Gandhi. So, please.
Thank you, Honorable Moderator. My dear Sudeesh ji, most respected Sri Ramchandra Rahi ji, my dear friend Sri Annamalai ji, Samiti Papri Sarcar ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Gandhi Ashram Trust of Noakhali, Bangladesh, I am paying my heartfelt love and respect to you all. Before my deliberation, I thank the organizers who organized such a beautiful exhibition here in a small place, but it is telling something. And I hope the youths will get much more information from these type of exhibitions, because nowadays we don't know much about Gandhiji or his activities. So this type of activities which you organized, I thank you again for your such initiative. I'm very much delighted. I have brought a written deliberation because my English is not at all good. His English is very good, so that's why. Uh, I'm very much delighted to be here today in front of you and grateful to Sri Sudeesh ji for his continuous communication with me for a long time, and he is the man who made possible for me to come here today, though it is very difficult time for me due to the present unstable situation of Bangladesh. I am not a Gandhian. He told that all the Gandhians say, I am just a practitioner. Even I am not an academician. I am trying to translate Gandhiji's work in my work, Gandhiji's philosophy in my work. As you know, that after the terrible communal riot, Mahatma Gandhi visited Noakhali from 7th November 1946 to 2nd March 1947. His mission was to restore peace and communal harmony among the Hindus and Muslims, because there are only two communities in those areas, Hindus and Muslims. During Gandhiji's visit, a camp was opened at Ramganj Upazila. Earlier it was in Noakhali district, but presently it is under Lakshmipur district, as district was slashed. And the camp was to coordinate Gandhiji's peace work at Noakhali. After leaving Gandhiji from Noakhali to for Bihar, the camp was shifted to the present campus of Noakhali, which was donated by the barrister Hemant Kumar Ghosh to carry out the activities of Gandhi Peace Mission, which was initiated by Mahatma. Presently, Gandhi Ashram Trust is a well-known humanitarian organization in Bangladesh. I am very much happy to see the picture of Barrister Hemant Kumar Ghosh in the exhibition. After partition of India and Pakistan, all the activities of peace mission were closed down due to lack of fund, manpower and security. Maximum Gandhians who came for peace mission activities left Noakhali after the partition and especially after the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. Those who remained at Noakhali after 1947, such as Charu Chaudhary, Vishwaranjan Sen, Reddipalli Satyanarayan, Madan Mohan Chattopadhyay and many more, were under huge pressure to leave country. When they refused to do it, they were kept in jail years after year. Tried to push out from East Pakistan. All the landed properties of the ashram were forcefully occupied by some local land grabbers with the help of local administration. Other ashrams such as Abhay Ashram of Kumilla, Munshihat Khadi Pratishthan of Feni district, and some other Gandhi organizations which was running in the name of Gandhiji were smashed to the ground in 1971. During liberation of Bangladesh, 2 Gandhians were killed by the Pakistani army with their local collaborators, and till today 2 is missing. So this was the fate of Gandhians who remained in East Pakistan after 1947. After independence of Bangladesh, a law was promulgated by the government of Bangladesh. A trustee board was formed and renamed the Gandhi Ashram Trust instead of Ambika Kaliganga Charitable Trust, as we mentioned earlier. After the formation of the board, it took a longer time to get the present shape of the organization. From early 90s, Gandhi Ashram Trust started rural development activities inspired by Gandhiji's Swaraj concept. Presently, it is working directly with 1.2 billion families of 5 coastal districts of Bangladesh. More than last 3 decades, Gandhi Ashram is working for peace, non-violence, communal harmony, through promoting human rights and good governance at grassroots level with other various development programs. It is a very difficult job at the present context of Bangladesh. The Bangladeshi people faced many communal atrocities in many times in various forms. Especially the minority community of Bangladesh faced communal violences in 1946 before the partition of India, in 1965 after India-Pakistan war, in 1971 during liberation of Bangladesh, in 1975 after killing of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, in 1992 after Papri Sarcar issue in India, and even before and after every parliament election. That is very interesting, because minorities are target for the election purpose. The violence took place which ultimately turned to the communal violences. It should be mentioned here that during our liberation war in 1971, not only minority community people laid down their lives, but also millions of people from the Muslim community were killed by the Pakistani army and their local collaborators. The indigenous hilly people are also in threat for so many years. The Christian community, the Buddhist community, and other small minority groups face such atrocity. In every time it appears to us that all the atrocities are done in the name of politics and religion. Considering all these issues, Gandhi Ashram Trust has taken some initiative for rural development programs inspired by Gandhiji's Swaraj Bhavna and for peace, communal and social harmony among the people of different communities. Few of them are, just I am telling you, few of them, year-round campaign among the students of different schools, colleges, university all over Bangladesh, and till to date we have covered more than 1,000 universities, colleges and schools. Response and support to the victims who are victims of different type of atrocities, we are trying to support them. Regular meetings, seminar, workshop with the religious leader of different religions. We are working with local government institutions to promote human rights and good governance. We are organizing popular theatre shows to our rural people, villagers, against any kind of violences. Organizing jointly cycle rally with India for peace campaign. Youth exchange program with different countries. Organized international youth peace camps, and in last we organized in 2023, last year you know that situation didn't permit us to do that. In 2023, 300 youths from different countries, from 18 countries, exchanged their views on peace, non-violence and religious harmony and the things to do. There were youth from 18 countries, they attended these youth camps. Meeting with different political leaders, political parties, policy makers, civil societies and think tanks. Television show, newspaper articles, roundtable meetings with media personalities, etc. Gandhi Museum at our campus is playing a vital role to promote peace, non-violence and communal harmony in the area. Ladies and gentlemen, today's South Asia, as indeed today's world, confronts complex issues. Truth lies fractured, one bit of it here, one bit there. Today's wrongdoer was the wronged one yesterday. In South Africa, for Gandhi, the problem was clear. Racism was the wrong. It was revealed. Even when he fought the Britishers, the broad issue was clear. But today, we have a vast zone of grey. However, Mahatma Gandhi showed us the path. We can remember the 7 social sins, which are the root causes of all evils. Number 1, politics without principle. Number 2, education without character. Number 3, commerce without morality. Number 4, science without humanity. Number 5, wealth without work. Number 6, pleasure without conscience. And number 7, religion without sacrifice. If we want to change the world, we will have to change ourselves. Gandhiji told, be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you all for listening to me.
Thank you, Kumar Sahib. And he claims he is no Gandhi. If I've seen a Gandhi and a true Gandhi, he is one because he implements it. He is a practitioner. And especially in terms of the kind of work that his institution does with the common people and especially the youngsters. And those 7 principles at the heart of Gandhian thought. Thank you very much. Thank you. May I invite Sri Annamalai ji for his words.
Change the line. Thank you. So, thank you so much for everything. First, you are asked the first question: what is the perception of Gandhi in this public mind? The public perception, how people are looking at Gandhi. I have traveled, basically I belong to Tamil Nadu. Before going to Delhi, I was in Chennai. So we have taken up a project to visit all the places Gandhi visited in Tamil Nadu. Because I read Gandhi, and Gandhi praised Tamils like anything. And he lived with Tamils, and a whole lot of Tamils supported Gandhi. He learned Tamil. Therefore, I wanted to see the places where Gandhi visited. Because his first visit was 1896 when Gandhi was in South Africa. So we have gone through all the places. With that experience, I am talking. We went to one library to see the books. We went there around 8:30, and we don't know where that library was. So on the way, we asked somebody, where is that library? And he said, it will be open at 9:30. So 9:30 we have to go to some other place. So is there any way out? And he asked why you are asking for this library and what is the need. And we explained all the stories. Then he started some interest on this project, and immediately he called the librarian. And librarian also came before 9:30, and he opened the library, he showed everything. That was fine. Then we came out around 10 o'clock, and that man was standing. We have asked about the library. That man was standing. So we just wanted to thank him. So we went there, and he said, no, you can come inside my home. We are 7 people. So we went inside. For us, breakfast was ready. We didn't know that man, and that man didn't know who we are. But we came for Gandhian work. He prepared breakfast, not 1 or 2, for 7 people. He made breakfast ready for us. After finishing our work, we went there straight. It was surprising to me. And when we organized a cycle yatra to Tamil Nadu, a friend also came with me. He is not very familiar with Gandhi. But he said, okay, yeah, Gandhi is good, that's all. More than that, nothing. He didn't know anything. And he asked me, before leaving for arrangements, we are going around. And he asked, how much budget? I said, we don't have any budget. No, for 30 people, we are going and staying, food, there are a lot of expenditure. He said, we will see. We will go and we will ask. No, it is very difficult. He said, okay, we will go. So we started, and first man, we met him, and we said, the day we are coming in the evening, okay. So can you arrange for our dinner? Yes, okay. We have to stay back that night. Can you arrange for our stay? Yes, okay. Then, out of my curiosity, I again asked, next day morning we have to start at 9 o'clock. Can you provide the breakfast? He said, yes, okay. So that friend, he was sitting near to me, he was shocked. No, for everything he is saying, yes, yes, yes. Why? We went to Pudukkottai, another place. And he compelled us to stay back, and he wanted to provide all the facilities. For 35 youth, we traveled all over Tamil Nadu without any money. We stayed, the food was arranged by the people. I was shocked. Therefore, something is there. I met a man in Uti. He was almost 80s that time. He saw Gandhi when he was 7 years old. His father was a photographer. So, father took him when Gandhi visited Uti. So, he narrated that story. Then I asked very, very simple question. I asked him, when you first saw Gandhi, what was your reaction? He started talking. He could not able to express. Suddenly, he started crying. See, man of 80. And he saw when Gandhi visited in 1934, almost 70 years before. But even today, he could not be able to express the impact of Gandhi's darshan. I know with my own conviction and my own experience with the people, in hearts of hearts, inside of every people, Gandhi still resides. But it has to come out. How it has to come out, that we have to discuss. When we move with the people, when our own youngsters, they are not committed to Gandhian ideas, but they came with us just to explore. Maybe it is exciting for them. By cycling throughout Tamil Nadu, they might have experienced excited. But after this yatra, what happened to them? That is very important. I am basically a stage artist. I trained street artist. So I took few students for training. And it was a forced one, because my professor asked me to do it. The students, already I have experience with that students, and they compelled us to give egg during this camp. And our professor said, no, this is Gandhian institution, so we could not provide egg. But he said, no, NSS, they said provide egg for every campus. Therefore, they demanded, and we also provided. The same students, our professor asked me to train on Gandhian, some Terikutu. And everything was over. 10 days camp, day and night, we trained them. And the last day, the dress rehearsal, we did it in the village itself. Because we stayed there, and the villagers should also experience our theatre. Therefore, we staged the dress rehearsal in the village itself. And the night, they have provided some food. Even I could not able to eat. I don't know why, what happened, but it was so horrible. And I was little worried because I know the nature of the students, and the whole day we trained, and the dress rehearsal was also over, and definitely they might have be very angry. But nobody raised any questions. Next day morning, 9 o'clock, we have to go to Madurai for staging the final rehearsal, final performance. Morning breakfast, I sent somebody to the hotel and he came back. He said the hotel was closed. Today is Sunday, so it was closed. Night we didn't take any food, and morning the hotel was closed. And the students, they persuaded me, don't worry, sir. We will go to Madurai and we will have it. And the van has to come at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock they have to carry, but they came very late. And when we reached Madurai, it is already 2 o'clock. Lunch also we missed. But they didn't try to fight with me or argue with me. What happens to them? I was still surprised. Therefore, we need the right approach to initiate the action in the sleeping Gandhi within ourselves. Therefore, my perception on Gandhi and the people's perception on Gandhi is very visible, clear. And in my museum, the second part is how you are doing your legacy of Gandhi and preservation. It is daily, for me, it is an exciting work. And when I am also working with the National Archives. I am not a trained archivist and I am not a trained museologist. I am happen to be a student of Gandhi, so they Rahi and others appointed me as a director. That's all. So I went there to collect some information, and I also discussed with the deputy director and others. And finally, we had a very good relationship with National Archives and others. Normally we used to work in the office, but my office is always in the Godown and other places where people least visit it, because most of the things are kept inside for the safe custody in most of the institutions. So I also got many things, and in my part, I retrieved the best documentary movie on Gandhi by A.K. Chettiar. That was the first documentary of the world. It was first in 1940, released in 1940, then in 1947, and third one is 1943. So that was lost somewhere. So I took interest and I found the copies and retrieved that A.K. Chettiar movie. Now it is available for people's view, and it's also uploaded in the YouTube. You can also see the best documentary on Gandhi. And our mandate is to preserve. But preservation is itself enough for museum? I had a doubt. We have a lot of materials. I thank you all. You have exhibited our material in a better way. We have supplied to many people. Many people have come and collected our material. But we have used in a very, very the best way. We have all the documents, all the relics, originals. But when we work with other agencies For example, the first time in 2015, 100 years of Gandhi visit to Delhi. We want to celebrate that occasion, and Gandhi stayed during that time St. Stephen's College. So we identified that college and we went there, and it was converted into election commission. And the election commissioner, I met the election officer. I was also thrilled to know that the place where he sat was the place where Gandhi stayed. So immediately, I don't know what happened to him. He was a government official, that's all. And he came one day and he said, "Sir, now we have to do something. We have to convert that place as a memorial." But only one thing, we are mandated, election commission is mandated to give only for election. And we should not create any memorial for museum. How to do it? We have to make something on Gandhi. Then I told him, is it an election museum? He fought in South Africa for the first time for the defranchising of Indians. So voting rights was taken away by the government. So he fought for getting the voting rights first. So he started his public work for fighting for vote. And finally, it ended up adult franchise, voting for all. So this is the theme. So we start with vote and ending with vote, and we can curate an exhibition on this line. All the three election commissioners, they came and they inaugurated that exhibition. And railways, they came. They want to do something. So we have curated an exhibition of Gandhi and railways, because it's his third ashram. He also used the railways, like anything, to connect with the people. Therefore, we have collected all the information related to railways and we have given. And the Madras, Delhi High Court, they came for conducting some program. And I said, as a lawyer, nobody knows. As a freedom fighter, everybody says. And even many people, they thought Gandhi was not a successful lawyer. That's why he went to politics. But it was not so. He was a very successful lawyer. So, in the court, we will celebrate Gandhi as a lawyer. First time in the history of High Court, Delhi, we organized a Gandhi exhibition inside the court premises. And during this regime, and ICMR, Indian Council for Medical Research, they came. They wanted to celebrate Gandhi Jayanti, that's all. But I have given some input to them, and I have shown all the details of Gandhi's health file from 1925 to 1948, including his ECG, oscilloscope, urine report, blood report, everything. When they saw all these things, they were also surprised. So the DG said, no, we have to publish all these things. We will release a special journal of Indian Journal of Medical Research. So as a special edition, we have published Indian Journal of Medical Research on Gandhi's health. Therefore, how to process our documents to help others. If you are coming, if you want something on related to Navgali, then we have to provide all the details. Because we are the custodian of all the original documents. And it is our responsibility to give it to the public. Because, see, when Gandhi Smarak Nidhi was established, that time Gandhi, all the Gandhian followers are the president and secretary and trustees of the Gandhi Memorial, the trust. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, everybody. If they thought they have to do something for Gandhi, they can give allot any amount for the Gandhi Trust. But they didn't do it. They said we have to go to the people. They have given the appeal. And the people have donated all the money. In 1948, Gandhi Smarak Nidhi donation was 11 crores. Even now that 11 crores is safely with Rahi. 11 crores. Can you imagine? It's all public money. Why at that time people of that own disciples decided not to do something with the government? Because basically Gandhi never belongs to any government. Gandhi always belongs to the people. Therefore, they did it. Therefore, we have the mandate to preserve. At the same time, we have to share all our resources for the welfare of the people. So we are doing that job. And the third one, how to do it. That is the challenging part. But your title of this exhibition gives the exact answer. You could not say. I could not say. Gandhi could not say. Or you could not say. I could not say. Walk with me. It is nothing. Action. Action one alone will say, not speaking. Gandhi is a man of action. He never reacted to anything. When you react, definitely you will lose. If you act, even your enemy cannot understand. When a child is running around and there is an open well and it's going to fall in the well and you are running fast to help the child, if somebody comes and disturb you, what will you do? Will you fight with him? Or to save the child? That is the question. Whether we are going to react or we are going to act. Gandhi is not a spent bullet. He is a creative alternative. Thank you.
Thank you. I think the final statement said it all. Gandhi is not a spent bullet, but a creative alternative. Annamalai ji also gave us a quick tour through the kind of work that is being done by his institution. And thank you very much. And now, last but certainly not the least, Sarcar ji, please.
Thank you. Thank you all my friends. My English is not broken, it's scary. So, if I sometimes communicate in Hindi with you, please pardon me. I am from Kalikata. This is the first time I am in Kerala and also in South India. So they give me this opportunity to sit beside of this kind of people who are the maestros in Gandhi ideology. So I am a little part of it. मैं जो हम लोगों का गांधी भवन है इन कैलकाटा इस बेलियाघाटा गांधी जी एक बात बोलते थे कि that country is more happy which have no history. That means जहाँ जो देश में कोई हिस्ट्री नहीं है, क्या है हम लोगों के पास हिस्ट्री का मतलब है कि वायलेंस, डिफीट और जय पराजय ये सब होता है। तो अगर ये सब नहीं होता है कोई देश में तो वो सबसे हैप्पी होते हैं, सबसे सुखी देश होता है। तो मैं सोचती हूँ अगर हम लोग उनका अहिंसा नॉन वायलेंस को देखेंगे तो ये हम लोगों के पास कोई क्लियर आइडिया नहीं है। सर अभी बोल रहे थे कि क्या हम लोग अब क्या करेंगे, उनका बस यही मतलब था कि गांधी जी का अब क्या रिलीवेंस है। हम लोगों में अगर हम सोचते हैं कि गांधी जी को लेके वो कब क्या किए थे, हिस्ट्री में क्या हुआ था, ये तो हम लोगों को पता है कि पता नहीं भी है। लेकिन जो सर लोग अभी बोल रहे थे कि गांधी इज द अल्टीमेट वे, गांधी आइडियोलॉजी इज द अल्टीमेट वे टू मूव अ कंट्री टुवर्ड्स पीस और क्या बोलूं उन्नति, ये भी बोल सकते हैं। तो हम लोगों के लिए ये सबसे जरूरी है कि गांधी सोचते थे क्या। वो हमारे बेलियाघाटा में किस हालत में गए थे जब बिहार से he came to Calcutta and wants to go to Noakhali to stop riot। तब उनके पास कलकत्ता के कांग्रेस लीडर्स, मुस्लिम लीग के लीडर्स सब आए थे ये बोलने के लिए आप यहाँ रुक जाए, यहाँ रुक के यहाँ नॉन वायलेंस के वार्ता स्प्रेड करिए, तब जाके हम लोगों को राहत मिलेगा। और आपका ये काम यहाँ सफल रहा तो अगर इट विल वर्क then it will spread in Noakhali also and also all over the India. So then he told, I will stay here but you have to stay with me। किसको बोले? सूरावर्दी साहब को बोले। क्यों बोले? 16th August 1946 the great Calcutta killing क्यों हुआ था? सूरावर्दी साहब इसके लिए तो पूरे उनके ऊपर उत्तरदायित्व जाता है कि उनको ये ठीक से देखना चाहिए था, इस पे नहीं जाते हैं। तो जब सूरावर्दी साहब उनके पास आए तो बोले आपको मेरे साथ जाना पड़ेगा एंड आई वांट टू स्टे इन अ हाउस which will be in a Hindu area, but that house will be a Muslim house। तो ढूंढ के हैदरी मंजिल मिला कि वो बेलियाघाटा में वो पूरा राइट के एपिसेंटर था। एक तरफ मुसलमान लोग रहते थे, दूसरी तरफ हिंदू लोग रहते थे। फिर वहाँ पूरा मेरा घर बगल में ही है, सुदेश जी को पता है, मैं गांधी भवन के पास ही रहती हूँ। तो मैंने बचपन में सुनी हूँ कि वहाँ ऐसे राइट हुआ था कि लोगों का कटा हुआ सर पेड़ पे लटका हुआ था, ऐसा कहानी हुआ था वहाँ पर। जब गांधी जी उस टाइम पे उस कंडीशन में वहाँ गए थे, जब 13 अगस्त को गांधी जी एंटर कर रहे हैं गांधी भवन में, तो गो बैक गांधी, गो बैक गांधी, गो बैक गांधी ये लोग बोल रहे हैं। जो हिंदू यंग यूथ पर्सन यूथ पीपल या बोल रहे थे कि गो बैक। क्यों? जस्ट फॉर दैट रीजन दैट ग्रेट कैलकाटा किलिंग। वो बहुत एंग्री थे इसलिए कि आप क्यों आए हो, क्योंकि जब गांधी जी गए थे तब उल्टा हो रहा था। पहले मुस्लिम लीग के साथ मिलके मुसलमान लोगों ने हिंदू के ऊपर बहुत एट्रोसिटी किया। उसके बाद उल्टा हो रहा था, गांधी जी हिंदू लोग मुस्लिम लोगों के ऊपर एट्रोसिटी कर रहे थे। मेरे पिताजी बहुत कम उम्र के में थे, सब बहुत छोटे थे। उन्होंने मुझे एक बात बोले थे, उनके आंखों के सामने एक मुस्लिम जो हर दिन काम करने जाता है, ऐसा लोग होते हैं ना, कोई भी काम कर सकते थे। मुझे उनको, मेरे डैडी को पता नहीं था, मेरे पिताजी को पता नहीं था कि वो क्या काम करते थे, तो उनको पत्थर से मारा गया था। वो छोटे थे, देखे थे कि पत्थर से मारा गया था और मेरे पिताजी की आंखों के सामने उनका देहांत हो गया था। He died. तो दैट इज द कंडीशन। गांधी जी जब गए, उन्हें तो जाने के लिए बोला गया, लेकिन वो तो नहीं सुनने का तो था ही नहीं उनको। वो तो हम लोगों को पता है, उनको जो करना था वो करते थे, अगर दिल में ठान लेते थे तो वो करते थे। तो वो उस हाउस में एंटर हुए। इट वॉज अ अबंडेंट हाउस, टोटली अबंडेंट हाउस, ओनली 2 rooms और रहने लायक था। आई कैन, वो भी साफ सफाई करके रहने लायक किया गया था, बाकी सारे के सारे पूरा बंद था। वो ढाका का, बांग्लादेश का जो राह जी के जो देश है, वहाँ से बांग्लादेश का जो ढाका का नवाब थे, उनका घर था। वो छोड़ा हुआ घर था, तो फर्नीचर था, कीचड़ था, ऐसा था। तो वो जब गए थे, एक ही बाथरूम, मनु गांधी ने बोला है कि सिंगल बाथरूम वो 100 पीपल यूज करते थे पर डे। ऐसा कंडीशन में गांधी जी वहां थे। तो गांधी जी, जो लोग बाहर नारे लगा रहे थे कि गो बैक गांधी, तो उनको अंदर बुलाया। अंदर बुला के बोले कि तुम लोगों को, सबको तो आने नहीं दूंगा, तुम लोगों का में जो बोलना चाहते हो, मेरे साथ बात करना चाहते हो, तुम 4-5 मेरे सामने आओ, तुमको क्या बोलना है बोलो। तो वो लोग गांधी जी के सामने आए और ये बात बोले कि जब हम लोग मर रहे थे तब आप कहाँ थे। तो गांधी जी बोले उस कंडीशन, अब इस कंडीशन में थोड़ा बहुत तो डिफरेंस है, लेकिन मैं ये तो बोलूँगा कि कभी भी कोई एट्रोसिटी अच्छा नहीं होता है। किसी के ऊपर कोई अत्याचार हम नहीं मानते हैं, जो भी हुआ है आपके साथ बहुत गलत हुआ है। तब सबके सामने जाके सुहरावर्दी साहब को उन्होंने बोला कि आप बाहर जाइए, सबके सामने जाके बोलिए कि आपने जो किया वो गलत किया है। अगर आप ये कहते हो तो मैं इन लोगों के साथ बात करूंगा। तो सुहरावर्दी साहब गए बाहर, जाके बोले हैं कि जो हुआ है उसके लिए मैं अपना पूरा दाय मैं लेती हूँ इसका, और मैं लेता हूँ, सॉरी मेरा हिंदी भी उतना अच्छा नहीं है, मैं लेता हूँ और मैं बोलता हूँ ये जो मैंने किया है इसके लिए मैं शर्मिंदा हूँ। तो धीरे धीरे ये लोग, अब इसके बाद गांधी जी ने वो लोगों से बोला है, जो आप लोग मुझे बोल रहे हो कि तुम हिंदू के साथ हम नहीं है, मुस्लिम के साथ है, तो आप कैसे बोल सकते हो, क्योंकि मैं ये खुद नहीं मानता हूँ। मैं खुद एक हिंदू हूँ और मैं हिंदू के साथ नहीं हूँ, मुस्लिम के साथ हूँ, ये मैं खुद नहीं मानता हूँ। अगर तुम मुझे ये मानने पे मजबूर कर सकते हो कि तुम अपने तरफ से कोई लॉजिक दिखा सकते हो कि मैं हिंदू के साथ हूँ, मुस्लिम के साथ नहीं हूँ, तो मैं मानूंगा। तो लॉजिक दिखाओ मुझे। तो लोग तो पूरा चेंज हो गए कि क्या बोल रहे हैं, वो तो नहीं सोचे थे ऐसे कोई बात कर सकता है। तो धीरे धीरे वो लोग 3-4 सेंटेंस बोले गांधी जी, पूरा एकदम और पूरा क्राउड पूरा शांत हो गया। और 15 अगस्त को क्या देखा गया? हिंदू मुस्लिम भाई भाई। तो हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं इसको? मिराकल ऑफ कैलकाटा, जो बेलेघाटा गांधी भवन में हुआ था। तो सुदेश जी मुझे बोले थे, मैं मेरे जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का है उसका स्टोरी तो आप लोगों को बोल रही हूँ, लेकिन मैंने ये तो आप पढ़ भी सकते हो, ये बोलने का जरूरत नहीं है। तो हम लोग यहाँ आए हैं कि हम लोग एक दूसरे के साथ कन्वर्सेशन करेंगे ये गांधी को लेके। अभी क्या कर सकते हैं हम लोग, अभी जो हालत है हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? तो इंटरेक्शन किया जाए तो अच्छा है ना। तो मैं पूछती हूँ, ये मत सोचिएगा कि मैं आपको कुछ टीच कर रही हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा उतना उम्र भी नहीं है आप लोगों को टीच करूँ, और मेरा उतना ज्ञान भी नहीं है, मेरे उतना नॉलेज नहीं है कि मैं कोई किसी को टीच करूँ। तो मैं ये बोलना चाहती हूँ कि आप बोलिए कि आप लोगों में सत्याग्रह को लेके क्या सोच है, आप क्या सोचते हो? सत्याग्रह क्या है? अब क्या, अब अगर मैं सबको बोल रही हूँ सत्याग्रह क्या है, आपका कोई आइडिया है सत्याग्रह क्या है? हम लोग तो हर टाइम सुनते हैं गांधी जी ने सत्याग्रह किए हैं। तो सत्याग्रह का मतलब स्टार्विंग क्या और कुछ? क्या आप बता सकते हो? आपको क्या लगता है सत्याग्रह क्या है? मैं माइक देती हूँ आप सबको, कोई भी मुझे बताए कि सत्याग्रह क्या है। प्लीज हेल्प मी। यस, 1 point, wish for truth, or okay, another point. And this is the point we don't have not total transparent idea about सत्याग्रह। हम लोग सोचते हैं कि सत्याग्रह क्या है कि स्टार्विंग में बैठ गए, ज्यादातर लोग बोलते हैं। और गांधी जी को लेकर अगर बात बोलते हैं तो पहले कोई एजुकेटेड पीपल भी बोलते हैं, मुझे बोलते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं क्या है वो तो एक गाल दे रहा हूँ, थप्पड़ मारो तो दूसरा गाल भी दूंगा, थप्पड़ मारो। ऐसा होता है? ये गांधी है? ऐसा नहीं है। अभी यहाँ बैठी थी, मच्छर घेर रहे थे, मच्छर मारा मैंने तो गांधी के बाहर चली गई मैं। तो हम लोग सोचते हैं कि गांधी का मतलब होता है कि कुछ भी ना करो, और इसीलिए इसको एक पैसिव रेजिस्टेंस बोलते हैं लोग, इसको छोटे देखते हैं सब, पैसिव रेजिस्टेंस। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है। अगर कोई अंदर से स्ट्रांग नहीं होगा, अगर आप में शक्ति होगा ना, आपके पास बहुत पावर है, फिजिकल पावर है, आप किसी को मार सकते हो, एक को मार सकते हो, आप और भी पावरफुल हो गए तो 2 को मार सकते हो, आप 3 को मार सकते हो। अगर 30 आ जाए तो मार सकोगे? नहीं मार पाओगे ना। लेकिन आपके माइंड में अगर वो पावर होगा तो आप 300 को एक साथ बैठा के आपकी बात सुना सकते हो। यही गांधी है। और ये कैसे होगा? ये कैसे होगा? तो गांधी जी क्या सोचते थे कि मैं अपना सोच सबको बताऊंगा, लेकिन पहले मुझे पता होना चाहिए कि मैं गलत हूं कि ठीक हूं। अगर उनको जब वो ये बात बोलते थे तब वो अपनी हार्ट में 100% ये सोचते थे कि मैं ठीक हूं, लेकिन कभी अगर उनको ये पता चल जाता कि नहीं मैं वहां ठीक नहीं था, साथ साथ वो सॉरी बोल सकते थे कि हाँ मैं यहाँ नहीं ठीक था। तो मैं नहीं हूँ ये कि मैं सॉरी बोल दिया, वो गांधी जी है। उनके जगह खड़े होके कोई बात बोलना इतना इतना क्या बोलूं, सच बात नहीं है। तो हम लोग सत्याग्रह के बारे में तो कोई कुछ पॉइंट मैं सोच सोच के बनाई हूँ, आपको बोलूंगी। और दो बात बोलूंगी, टाइम ज़्यादा नहीं है मेरे पास, पता है। तो ये बोल रही हूँ कि सत्याग्रह के पहले ये बता देते हैं, नॉन वायलेंस का मतलब सिर्फ किसी को ना मारना नहीं होता है। मारने का इच्छा जो अंदर में होता है उसको मारना होता है। अब बाहर दिखा रहे हो मैं नॉन वायलेंस, मैं किसी को नहीं मारता, मैं पूरा एकदम चुपचाप बैठा हूँ, जो भी मुझे बोल रहा है मैं उसका कुछ नहीं, कोई रिएक्शन दे रहे नहीं दे रही हूँ, मैं अगर सोचूंगी तो नहीं होगा। मैं बैठी हूँ, मैं मुझे कोई गाली दे रहा है सामने और मेरे अंदर में हो रहा है मैं इसको ऐसा मारूंगी ना, लेकिन बाहर मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ तो मुझे नॉन वायलेंस दिखाना है, तो मैं तो पूरा फेल हो गई इसमें। ये आपका खुद का अंदर का बात है। तो इसलिए जो अंदर का बात कौन किसको पता होता है, जो ईश्वर को मानते हैं वो सोचते हैं ईश्वर को पता होता है, जो नेचर को मानते हैं उनको पता होता है नेचर को पता होता है। कोई तो किसी को तो पता होता है, आपका खुद ही जो है अंदर में उसको तो पता होगा ना कि आप सच्चा हो कि नहीं हो। तो ये ट्रूथ जो सर ने बोला है अभी, जो ट्रूथ नॉन वायल सत्याग्रह का सबसे पहला क्या है, ट्रूथ। और गांधी जी की यही बात है कि ट्रूथ, पूरा ईश्वर और ट्रूथ ये दोनों समार्थक होता है, सेम। ट्रूथ एंड गॉड इज सेम, एंड दिस इज द फर्स्ट की ऑफ सत्याग्रह, ट्रूथ। और फिर कुछ मैं बोल रही हूँ, टेक ट्रूथ, नॉन वायलेंस, वोटिव इन लाइफ, कि आपके दिल में उसका पूरा एकदम ठान लो, आप अंदर में ठान लो कि मुझे ये करना है। और क्योंकि मैं सत्य के पथ में हूँ, मैं नहीं डरूंगी, लेकिन किसी को उसके साथ ये भी है कि मैं किसी को डराऊंगी भी नहीं। ये पूरा दिमाग का खेल होता है। मैं नहीं डरूंगी लेकिन किसी को डराऊंगी भी नहीं। तो किसी के साथ अगर किसी को दिखाऊंगी कि तुम गलत हो, तो वो गलती को मैं हेट कर सकती हूँ, किंतु जो गलत कर रहा है उसको मैं हेट नहीं कर सकती। यह है नॉन वायलेंस, यह है सत्याग्रह। ये सब अगर एक पॉइंट पे आ जाएगा तब होगा सत्याग्रह। अब हम लोग क्या करते हैं, बाहर बैठ के किसी के बात नहीं सुनते हैं। जेल लेके चला गया तो हम नहीं बात नहीं सुनेंगे, क्योंकि गांधी जी बोल रहे थे अगर जेल में तुम हो तो अगर तुम्हारा अंदर का जो सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट है, अगर वहाँ कोई हिट ना करे, वहाँ कोई अगर हिट ना करे तो उनका पूरा रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आप मानो, आप ओबे करो उसको। ये भी सत्याग्रह का पार्ट है। अब कोई हम लोग सोचते हैं कि बुरा बात ना सुनो, बुरा बात ना कहो और बुरा बात ना बोलो। ये लेके भी लोग बहुत मजाक करते हैं। हम जो गांधी आइडियोलॉजी को थोड़ा मान देते हैं, इतना कुछ नहीं कर सकते, पूरा ओशन है, हम तो साइड में बैठे हुए हैं, इतना क्या करेंगे गांधी जी का, कुछ नहीं समझते हैं गांधी जी को। तो ये इतना अगर बोल रहे हैं कि इसमें क्या होगा समझ का, तो करके देखो ना। अगर यहाँ जितने भी लोग हैं, हम अगर सोचेंगे कि हम करेंगे और 10 लोगों को कम से कम करवा के छोड़ेंगे, ये हमारा जिंदगी का एम है कि 10 लोगों को हम ये मनवा के रहेंगे और उन लोगों को ही बोलेंगे कि आप 10 लोगों को मनवा के छोड़ो तो हो गया काम। लेकिन हम कर सकते हैं क्या? नहीं करते हैं। हम बैठे हैं। तो अभी का जो यूथ है, सुदेश जी के साथ बहुत सारी यूथ है, इन लोगों के पास ही बात बोलना है कि सबसे बुरी बात क्या होता है कि फेसबुक में जाके आज मैंने खाया दाल भात तो चिकन का फोटो लगा दिया। ये बेसिक होता है, ये बेसिक होता है। आज के जो समाज में ये जो हम लोगों का जो सोसाइटी है, इसमें जो प्रॉब्लम है, इसका ही प्रॉब्लम है कि हम लोग जी रहे हैं झूठ पे, जहां जीना चाहिए ट्रूथ के ऊपर, तो जी रहे हैं झूठ के ऊपर। फॉल्स, एवरीथिंग इज फॉल्स। जहां घर के पास जाके कोई पेड़ वेड़ देख के फोटो उठा के तो दे दिया, उसको फोटो दे दिया कि बैंकॉक गए हैं, ऐसा है अभी का सोसाइटी। तो सत्याग्रह का बात जो बोल रहे थे, तो मैं जो पॉइंट बोल के मैं अपना बात खत्म करूंगी, मेरा टाइम अब खत्म हो रहा है। तो फोर्थ राइट, बिलीव ऑन गॉड, ये है फर्स्ट। You can say truth. Take truth and non-violence votive in life. In life, they should be consecrated and should ready to give own property and life in Satyagraha's way. Should wear khadi and work with spindle machine. It's now in this days you cannot wear khadi because the khadi is too much expensive, we can say. But यहाँ स्पिंडल मशीन का बात इसलिए किया गया है कि जो स्पीड है, तो स्पीड टेक योर लाइफ, टेक दिस स्पीड इन योर लाइफ। वो चलते थे, यहाँ भी है, देखिए कैसे चल रहे हैं। वो चलते थे, यहाँ अभी यहाँ थे तो वहाँ चल जाते थे, ये बात है। कोई नशा की वस्तु, कोई ये नहीं चलेगा। जो सत्याग्रह करेगा उसमें कोई नशा नहीं होगा, खुद का नशा भी नहीं होगा, खुद के ऊपर अहंकार का नशा भी नहीं होगा। मैं समझा सकती हूँ, खुद पे अहंकार का नशा भी नहीं होगा। नशा का मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि आप वो जो नशा मिलता है बाजार में वो कर लो, वो नहीं है। एंड वो जो मैंने पहले ही बोला कि कंप्लाई रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस, यू हैव टू। तो आज मैं सत्याग्रह के लिए तो हम लोग चाहेंगे कि अपने जिंदगी में ये प्रैक्टिस करें तो कुछ तो कर पाएंगे सोसाइटी के लिए। अगर सब सोचे कि अंदर में ये कर पाएंगे तो कुछ सोसाइटी के लिए कर पाएंगे। तो पहले, सबसे पहले क्या करना पड़ेगा कि ट्रूथ को पकड़ना पड़ेगा और एंगर को छोड़ना पड़ेगा। तो मैं अपनी बात यहाँ खत्म करती हूँ। थैंक यू।